Climate change. Not an expression that surprises me anymore. Actually, it starts to bore me when I hear the words. These global problems has been discussed all around the world for decades. And yes, luckily we have found solutions on some of these global problems. For instance, the huge ozone hole over the Arctic zone is getting smaller as a result of the prohibition of using the fur world.
But we still have to make a lot of changes, because if we don't do something now, species will still die and the sea levels won't stop rising. But what are we willing to do to accomplish our dreams? And who can help us?
I see humans trying to control our world, trying to treat it as a machine for their own benefit. I see humans in the belief that they own the world. But as far as I know, we, humans of the Earth, are only guests here. And unsurprisingly, Mother Earth responds under pressure, because what we cannot change is the laws of nature. Yesterday, I saw a post on Facebook that surprised me in a positive way. A post made by the well-known creator of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. He is followed by almost 45 million people, so you can definitely say that he's quite famous and has a lot of fans who look up to him. In the Facebook post, he was telling about how much we need clean energy innovation, and that Zuckerberg and Bill Gates therefore are launching the Breakthrough Energy Coalition.
A belief that we're all connected as one people.
Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests.
When we talk about conducting 30,000
Thank you. It's great to be here with you in Delhi.
At that time, only big businesses could buy computers. We wanted to offer the same power to regular people.
We started working with Airtel to launch free basic internet services in Zambia.
So who can actually help us solve these climate change problems? Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the celebrities who have already tried to impact normal people's way of seeing the climate change problems.
Apart from being a politician in the US, he had a former professional career of bodybuilding and as an actor. This gives him a big group of fans and spreads his messages across the world to a lot of different people, and thereby attract much attention to a certain subject. He has participated in COP21, and by posts on his Facebook page, Snapchat, Twitter and other social media, he has attracted attention to the climate change meeting.
Two other guys who are trying to help is Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates. They have started an organization who relies on innovative renewable energy sources. They want to make energy sources so cheap and small that everybody can have them, also in the third world. In the next interview, Bill Gates will try to explain the essential ideas behind the organization and what they're trying to do.
Well, the modern lifestyles we lead depend on a huge amount of energy. The fact that we can make steel, that we have cars, air conditioning, heating, cooking, that's all based on energy. If you could change the price of one thing to really lift up the lives of the poorest people everywhere, it would be the price of energy. They can get to their jobs, they can buy fertilizer, they can have lights at night. The energy miracle that's allowed for modern civilization is primarily based on hydrocarbons. That is coal, gasoline, natural gas, and as we burn that and release that, it heats up the atmosphere, and that heating changes the climate in a way that's a terrible threat to particularly the poorest people on the planet. What we need to do is fund the kind of researchers who are looking at the early stages of these problems.
So, the way they are going to do this is by trying to create a new model which will lead into a new era in the partnership between engineers, factories, firms and the government, where the government is going to play a major role in the solving of the problems. Bill Gates have also said that he wants people to understand that if we don't invest in high-risk ideas, we will not see any results. But we also have to invest in the researchers and fund them so they can figure out how to invent these ideas. Bill Gates thinks that if we do this, entrepreneurs and engineers can invent and sell the technology that will limit the impact of climate change while providing affordable and reliable energy to everyone.
We can already see that the Facebook page for Breakthrough Energy Coalition have around 23,000 followers, which is a lot. Therefore, the idea behind this innovative project spreads among us more normal people. So it's fair to say that the celebrities will have a great influence. They have a high status and are widely known, and therefore their opinion is heard. They can spread the word and they can make people listen, even when the politicians can't.
Isn't it fantastic that influential celebrities speak up and spread the word about these so-called climate changes? The first steps has already been taken. We are moving towards our goals, but we aren't there yet. The fact that celebrities join the battle against climate change is also a huge step, because they can reach out to so many different people all around the world, and they can encourage people to start taking action. So at last I, among a lot of celebrities, will invite you all to join the fight against climate change, because alone we might move fast, but together we will also move far.